East Coast Metal Confederacy. Live strong without fear.
All right, ECMC Takeover, Rock Addict Radio. Got Big John here, repping the East Coast Metal Confederacy. On the phone with me, I've got Mark from the band Awakened From Dormancy. What's going on, man?
Hey, John, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you for taking the time to do this interview, man. It means a lot to us.
Oh, yeah, well, thank you for giving me the time slot. I appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem at all, man. So, cut right to the chase, get into the beginnings of it. Tell us a little bit about Awakened From Dormancy. Pretty much just the whole how it all began story.
Well, I can make it. It's a long story, but I can keep it brief. Basically, we're a two-piece. We're a two-piece, very brutal, very heavy, slamming death metal style band. There are no vocals, and we have basically come from a band that played here early part of the 90s called Cranium.
Okay.
And we were probably the first death metal band, I feel, in this area. And our influences were like early Suffocation, Malevolent Creation, Cannibal Corpse, Deicide. The whole old school death metal scene. And that's what a lot of our influences were, but we had our own little flavor too, but heavy as balls. This band consists of Randy and I, the original drummer, and me being the original guitar player, and we've kind of approached it still with an old school style, but with more Defeated Sanity, Pathology, Abominable Putridity style influence too. So, again, it's him and I have been friends for 20, 25 years, and musically we just clicked, and this is just the way it's turned out. Hopefully we can add members, but we've played several times in Richmond and have gotten pretty rave reviews from most part anyway, but that's a history so forth.
Hell yeah. Well, I know the two-piece band is actually, I don't know if I want to call it necessarily a thing these days, but I know there's actually a handful of them out there that have become quite successful. My question to you on that, having played in other bands where there was more members or anything like that, do you feel like it's more of a challenge because it's just the two people? Do you feel like you have to throw the gauntlet down, or do you feel like you can hang with the best of them, no problem?
Right. Well, with our musical experience and our musical style being everything consists of heavy. Randy is a heavy drummer. He's very, very fluid, very technical. And me, I use the 7-string crunch. So where we lack for a bass player, I can pretty much make up for with the added extra string, which helps big time. And our sound is so massive. And we just come at you like a steamroller. It's an unforgiving style of brutality. We hit you with everything, try to make it a roller coaster ride each and every time we play. So that way you're like, dude, these guys are just bipolar, but crushing is all get out. So that's our objective. And yeah, I feel like it's, again, with our experience and knowing what we do, heaviness and brutality, we can hang pretty much with a lot of them, I feel.
Right on. Definitely with that too, like I say, that two-person perspective, I mean, that's just interesting to me. I've been wanting to see more bands. Like I say, I know there's a number of them that are out there now that have been quite successful with just that two-piece dynamic. Now, you talk about your influences, everything's like that. I heard your Deicide, your Cannibal Corpse, a lot of Florida, 90s Florida there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely. To me, the Swedish death metal at the time was good. There was a few bands I really dug early and tuned. So Unleashed, Grave, Dismember. But, I mean, to me, the American death metal style was the more aggressive.
No question.
A lot of the Swedish was more doomy, the way I make Dragon Chords and stuff, where the American style of death metal, brutal death metal, was a full-on attack, and based on heaviness and groove, which is another part of our DNA. We want to pit every time we play a song. We want you to pit like there's never been a pit in your life. That's our objective. That's what totally gets us off is to watch the crowd, you know, and again, we go at it at a punishing rate and, just an unforgiving, not necessarily fast, but I mean, just heavy and polarizing for the most part. And, you know, give the crowd something to get pumped up about for the next band.
Right on, right on. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any music to spin for you guys yet. We'll talk soon about that, listeners.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Would you say
that's in the works, man?
Yeah,
it's in the works. Hopefully, we can get something done here. Summertime. You know, the time frame is we're actually trying to recruit a vocalist, and I think once we get a vocalist, then it's going to be over the top. I believe the vocalist will bring a team. This is instrumental with no vocals in it. So we've had a guy come over here a couple weeks ago that was sick, and we were like, whoa, you know, we mic'd him up and everything, and it was phenomenal. But that, I think, will put us over the top. The bass player is not really necessary, I don't think, but a vocalist would put us in the contender category for brutal death metal locally.
Absolutely, absolutely. On the positive end of that, this is strictly opinionated. I imagine with other instrumental bands I've seen that I've enjoyed, I feel like without that vocal there, I feel like I can take my own adventure with it. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why we've been doing this since 2012. Him and I got back together. Randy's played in numerous bands in the Richmond area, and he's super talented. I mean, he's played cover bands, he's played country, he's played jazz, he's got it all perfected. He's just a great technician, and yeah, I mean, absolutely, the dynamic in two people and with no vocals, you've got to focus basically on the musicians.
Right.
They're right there, so now you're just focused on two people instead of 4 or 5 or however many.
Right. And you can pretty well go on the ride that you want with it.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure, brother.
No doubt. Now, you guys are part of Kick Cancer for Kids Day 3 coming up Saturday, June 25th, Canal Club, Richmond, Virginia. Have you guys actually got the opportunity to play at the Canal Club before, or will this be a first experience for you?
Oh, no, we played there in July, almost 2 years. We played there in July of 2014, and that was also with Spiral Fracture. And there was a couple other bands, Nihilistic, a band that was called The Thorn played. I'm not really sure who else. And forgive me, anybody listening, that if I forgot you, it's unintentional. But yeah, we played there. We opened up there, and we had a blast, man. I mean, we had the crowd going. It was kind of early, you know. We had a lot of our peeps there that were making sure they got there in time to check us out. And we actually had that show videoed, which was pretty cool, and edited and stuff. We got a lot of video stuff. We just don't have any actual audio recordings, which, again, we're definitely going to work on that at some point this summer and get something out, because the people really need to hear what we're throwing down, and we're really happy with it. We're proud of what we do. We go at it just like a job, man. So, you know, it's all work in progress.
Right on. That's the way it should be, without question. So, listeners, definitely stay tuned. We'll have, in the near future, we'll definitely have some Awakened from Dormancy for you guys, without question. I know June 25th at Canal Club, I know I'm going to be there, and I'm stoked to see you guys. I'm stoked to see all the bands there. I think it's going to be badass.
Thank you. Well, I appreciate it, John. We look forward to seeing you there, buddy, and trust me, when we come out, you will get steamrolled like a 10-ton hammer, buddy.
No doubt. I hope so. I'm a big boy, so I'm planning to be knocked on my ass.
Good. You're coming to the right venue, you're seeing the right venue, and you won't be disappointed from it.
Right on. Let's talk contact information for a minute. Where can the listeners find all things Awakened from Dormancy?
Well, we've got some YouTube videos. Most of them, you know, if you hit on, you know, put Awakened from Dormancy and search and hit, you'll see a number of them. Facebook mainly. We do have a Facebook band page, Awakened from Dormancy. Check it out. We throw some bids on there. If somebody wants to, you know, look and get some type of feeling for what we're doing, and hit us up, hit the like button, and we'll keep posting stuff as things happen, and keep everybody updated. And like I said, hopefully we can get a vocalist. We're kind of looking at somebody, but I don't really want to say for sure because it's not really something concrete.
Right.
So again, once we do that, I think the doors are going to open and the Lakeside War Machine is going to be in full effect. So.
Right on, man. Absolutely. And we'll I'll take your contact information. I'll make sure it gets in the chat feed for the listeners to find as well.
Absolutely.
Good shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mark.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I've definitely appreciated it. This has been a badass interview.
Oh, thank you, man. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to meeting you, John. We'll crush the place, and all you people come out. This is a good cause. Cancer research for the kids, St. Jude's Cancer Research Hospital, I do believe. Everything proceeds go to them. No one bans, no one's getting paid at all that night. So please come out and donate. And if you like metal music, you're going to have a blast.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you're very right. It's 100% for the cause. All proceeds will benefit St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You can find information on that on Facebook as well. Once again, Mark, thank you very much for doing this. Listeners, I'm going to take you all to a little bit of music right now. ECMC Takeover, Rock Addict. What's up, friends and freaks? You got Big Dirty here. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Facebook and Twitter links are in the description below. You know what I want you to do. But check this out. If you want to catch the ECMC Takeover live as it happens, as well as tons of other badass DJs, your destination is rockaddictradio.com. Rock Addict Radio connects you to some of the best unsigned hard rock and heavy metal music from all around the world. Rock Addict Radio, get your fix. Thank you very much for listening once again, and until next time, live strong without fear.